He was sleeping on a couch. Now he runs the future. This story didn't start with success. It started with struggle. Before Elon Musk became one of the most powerful entrepreneurs in the world, he was broke. Not the kind of broke where things are just tight, but the kind where every single decision matters, where you don't know if you can afford next month. When he moved to the United States, he didn't have money. He didn't have connections. He didn't have security. All he had was an idea and an obsession to build something that could change the future. But belief alone doesn't make life easier. At one point, Elon couldn't even afford rent, so instead of quitting, he adapted. He slept on the office couch, worked all day, and stayed in the same place at night. To stay presentable, he would go to public gyms just to shower. That was his reality. No comfort, no backup plan, just pure focus. Most people in that situation would slow down. They would play it safe. They would choose survival over risk. But Elon didn't. While others were chasing comfort, he was chasing progress. While others avoided failure, he leaned into it. He built his first companies with everything he had, faced rejection after rejection. People doubted him. Investors said no. Some thought his ideas were unrealistic, but he didn't stop because he believed in something bigger than his current situation. Eventually, he made money, and for most people, that's where the story ends. They relax, they enjoy life, they protect what they earned. But Elon did the opposite. He risked everything again. He poured his money into new ideas. Tesla, SpaceX, projects that most people thought were impossible. And that's when things got even harder. Tesla was close to bankruptcy. There were moments the company had only weeks left. SpaceX, failed launch after failed launch. Rockets exploded. Millions of dollars disappeared. The pressure was intense. People started calling him crazy. Some said he was going to lose everything. And honestly, if you looked at the situation back then, it didn't look good. This is where most people quit. This is where most people walk away. But Elon didn't, because he didn't see failure the same way. To him, failure wasn't the end. It was feedback. Every mistake taught him something. Every setback gave him information. So instead of stopping, he adjusted. He learned. And he kept going, even when it didn't make sense, even when it hurt, even when everything around him was telling him to stop. And then, slowly, things started to change. One successful rocket launch, then another. Tesla started gaining traction. People started paying attention. Momentum started building. And suddenly, everything flipped. The same ideas people once laughed at became revolutionary. The same companies people doubted became industry leaders. And the same man who once slept on a couch became one of the richest and most influential people in the world. But here's the part most people miss. It wasn't luck. It wasn't perfect timing. It was persistence. Relentless persistence. The kind that keeps going when things get hard, the kind that refuses to quit when nothing is working. Because success isn't about where you start, it's about how long you're willing to keep going when everything feels impossible. And sometimes, the lowest point in your life is actually the foundation of everything you're about to build. If you're building something bigger than yourself, follow for more stories that will level up your mindset.